In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful item with unique characteristics using just part of these pieces of wood. Hello, I'm Allison. Welcome to another video on the Wood Art channel. New videos are posted here weekly, always with content about creative woodworking. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. If you'd like to help me out, share with friends who enjoy this type of content. The woods I'll be using in this project are these. Here we have some pieces of ivory-colored wood, from which I'll use just a part, mainly this larger piece. I will also use these 2 blocks of a dark-colored wood. I'll start the work by passing these 3 parts through the planer. Here at the miter saw, I'll cut each piece to a length of 17 centimeters. To make sure they are all the same size, I'll use this stop block. Expand your knowledge and get exceptional tools for your woodworking by accessing the selected links in the video description. Here at the table saw, I'll cut this piece on both sides to clean it up. In the end, it will be 95 millimeters wide or 9.5 centimeters. For these two, I'll cut one side, taking off just 1 millimeter. Then, from each of them, I'll make 2 parts, each 20 millimeters wide. These are all the parts that will be used in this project. These pieces are leftover, and I'll save them for future projects. The next step is to glue some pieces. I'll start with the largest one. I'll also use 2 pieces of the darker wood. I'll apply glue to this side. And to this other side as well. I'll place this part like this, and now I'll join the other one to this side. Like this. I'll use this piece to align all the parts. With them well aligned, I'll clamp them down. I'll place the 3rd clamp on the other side. Then, I can clean up the excess glue. Done, I cleaned the glue. Now I'll set it aside for a while. The next step is to glue these other 3 parts. I'll apply glue like this, and on the other side too. I applied glue to the sides, and now I'll glue these 2 like this, and like this, also aligning them on this side. With everything aligned, I can clamp them down as well. After clamping, it's important to clean up the excess glue. I'll leave it like this until it dries, then I'll return for the next step. Well, a few hours have passed, the glue has dried, so I can remove the clamps. To ensure the finish is perfect, I'll pass them through the planer again, once on each side. In the next step, I'll make some markings. I've already set the square to 15 millimeters, and I'll mark it this way, more or less in the center of the piece. On the smaller one, I'll do the same. On both sides, on both pieces. The next marking will be done like this. I took the width of this part, which is 115 millimeters. I'll subtract the thickness of this one, which is 12 millimeters. So we have 103 millimeters divided by 2 which gives us just over 51 millimeters. I'll make the marking like this, on this side, and on this other side. I'll repeat the same on the other end. I didn't mention before, the measurements of this piece, it is 20 millimeters wide, 12 millimeters thick, and 30 centimeters long. On this part, I'll make the markings similar to this. It is 50 millimeters wide, subtract the 12 from this one, which results in 38. Divide 38 by 2, and we get 19 millimeters. Markings will be made on both sides. It looks like this. With the router, using this 32 millimeter straight edge bit, it cuts at 45 degrees. I'll make some details on all three pieces. On this one, I'll make the details only on the top part. On this one, I'll do both sides, and on this one, I'll do just 2 corners. Still with the router, but now using this 25 millimeter chamfer bit, I'll remove these 2 corners that remained on this part. Again, using the router, but now with the 12 millimeter straight bit and this guide extender, which I made with a piece of wood. I'll make some cuts on both this part and this one. I've extended the markings I made to the sides, and I'll make the cut with the router this way. I positioned the blade so that it faces forward. I'll position it like this so it's touching the wood, and now I'll make a mark here. Using the ruler, I'll make a 15 millimeter mark beyond this line. Here we have the mark where the router cut, and here we have the 15 millimeter mark from it. Now, with the square, I'll take this measurement and make the mark on the other end, like this. Similarly, I'll mark this other part on both sides. I've already adjusted the positioning. The cut will be made like this. Here it will be around 2 to 3 millimeters. For safety, the cut should be made gradually, lowering the bit around 5 millimeters per pass. It looks like this. I'll repeat the same on the other side. On this piece, I'll do the same, but I'll cut all the way through. I've secured the piece for more firmness and safety. It's important, on this piece, the cut should advance a bit, about 1 millimeter more at both points. Here too, the cut should be made gradually, lowering the milling cutter a few millimeters per pass. To finish, I'll cut this piece into 2 parts, each 12 centimeters long. Before assembling, I'll sand everything manually, first using 320 grit sandpaper and then 360. It's important to sand this part too, because here I need it to be a bit looser. Next, I'll assemble the item. For this, I'll use only wood glue. With the glue applied, I'll place the piece with the rounded part inside. It's important that it fits snugly. I'll do the same with the other one. Both fit snugly, the work looks perfect. After this, it's important to clean off the excess glue thoroughly. Now I'll square it up on both sides. Okay, I'll let the glue dry, then I'll come back for the next step. Well, the final finish will be done by applying this natural mineral oil to the wood. If you want to learn more about woodworking and increase your income, check out the series of links for content that I left in the video description and the first pinned comment. In the first links, you'll find some models of routers, fantastic and essential equipment for woodworking. Well folks, here is the finished project. It's a paper napkin holder, an item that, once completed, doesn't even look like it was made from repurposing some small pieces of different types of wood. Some people might really appreciate items like this. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. For me to bring more videos like this, your help is very important through sharing with friends. Click on Join and become a special supporter of the Wood Art channel. Comment on the video telling me what you thought of this project. I'd be delighted to respond. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.